Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Aries friends. We're going to start with you. What are we going to do for this full supermoon in Libra reading, the second half of March? I have 6 different tarot, different decks. Could be tarot, oracle, and I'm going to choose one for each sign, and then of course my Vera Sibilla and the runes to top that. So for the Aries, I'm going to choose this deck, which is Gustav Klimt deck. It's a beautiful golden tinted deck with all of his works. Now, what are we going to look at, Aries? What are we going to look at? First of all, as I mix the cards, a big question that everyone asks is, will they return? Are they going to return? Hello, everybody. The cards have spoken. There's 2 cards that have fallen out. I'll put them off to the side, and then I'll continue mixing. Will they return? Will they be returning? Okay. Will they be returning? And this could be in any sense. It could be romantically, it could emotionally, it could be even for a business. Will that offer return as well? Will there be a return? That's one of the questions. And then we'll see what the cards are going to offer. I'm going to lay the cards, Aries, and then show you them. First, I'll show you the 5 cards that I lay, and then the cards that have fallen out in the beginning. So let's start first with the cards that I've laid. This is the Temperance card. Look how beautiful that is. Then we have, these really, really important cards. Then we have the Death card. Death card. And I'll pull a deck. Well, I'm not going to pull a card from under the deck because these other 3 have come out. We have the High Priestess. Look at that. The High Priestess. Then we have here the Magician. And then we have the Fool. Out of 5 cards, Aries, you have 1, 2, 3. They're all 5 major arcana. What does this mean? All right, let me show you the other cards. Will there be a return? We have the Page of Wands. We've got the Knight of Wands. And we have the 10 of Wands. Oh, God, in Italian, they say, help me say wands. There's wands. Aries, this full moon for you is really, really power-packed. Will they be returning? It is as if there definitely will be a return, but a return in the way you want that return to be. I'm going to give you a story. Okay. You've known a person for a long time, let's say 10, 12, 15 years. Maybe it could be a childhood sweetheart. It could be your first love. Then you each took your own routes. And then all of a sudden, over the years, you've started seeing each other again. But once a year, twice a year, just out of the blue. Here, I'm seeing that along your both routes, things have changed. And there seems to be a coming together. Right? This is an example. This is a story that the cards are telling me now. Now, what's interesting here for me to see is I'm going to take another card from under the deck, Aries, for that Death card. And I've got here the Empress. I can't believe, it's just so, and it does confirm to me there is a return the way you want them to return. The way you would have always desired them to return. Now, There is a sort of a wild card here. There is this Fool card here. Why I say a wild card? It is a card that really has a beginning that's unexpected. It's a card that has a beginning that's unexpected, and you don't even realize that it's a beginning. And what's more interesting, even more interesting than these 6 major arcana, Aries, I mean, come on, this has never happened to me before, are these Wands cards, these 3 Wands cards. And of course, the 10 of Wands, as we saw, the 10 of Wands talks about the end of a very difficult cycle, the end of carrying such a heavy load of maybe knowing that that person could have had difficulties and was not able to approach you. But you see, there's also this Knight and the Page of Wands, as if they say, one small step and then there's a giant step, another small step and then there's a giant step. And it's sort of touch and go. This is the second half of March now. And will there be return? There's definitely going to be a return. There's going to be a return, I believe, of more than one person here for you, Aries. There's going to be a return of someone you completely had not even an inkling of thought towards them. They will rear their head and, come knocking on your door. I'm going to take the runes here to see what kind of message they can add. So this is the Gustav Klimt Tarot. Then I'll put that away, and then for every sign there'll be another deck. Well, look at this. Now, we have, I think you can see that rune here on its edge. What rune is that? This is the way it looks from that side. It's Wunyo. Wunyo, which talks about, all right, I'll put it back. On the same major arcana here, it has fallen on the Magician. Now, on the same Magician card is Suilo, the sun, success. It is as if they are, now mind you, this card mirrors the Death card. And we know to be able to create from scratch, to be able to create, to be able to bring forth, something needs to be left behind or something needs to be closed. And I'm seeing this as an old modus vivendi, an old MO is dying. That is going to be left behind. Here we have a new pattern that's emerging. Now, also here, there is, however, it comes at a cost, all right? It comes at a cost, and the cost is Hagalas, bright stave. Hagalas, because these runes often have 2 names, and they're known by different names. Hagal here talks about being prepared for this, what is coming, being prepared. And the only way you can prepare for it is fasting, silence, voiding, emptying yourself, cleaning, complete clearing, and preparing for the new. Now more than ever before, Aries, is the time that you should try to fast. It's the only thing that comes to mind is fasting, because fasting will cleanse your body and soul. I also have Awat's Merkstave, and Awat's Merkstave talks about remaining who you are, Don't go thinking, oh my God, I have to, learn a new way to talk because this person, no, or I have to lose 20 pounds or 30. No, you have to be yourself. You have to be yourself. Now, as I turn the other runes around, I also have to say that if Awats was Merkstave, we have Rido, Brightstave, and that talks about being yourself but going forward. Accept the challenge that is coming before you. Isa, Brightstave. Isa doesn't have any Brightstave or Merkstave. Isa, when it comes out, it talks about you doing things the way you want. I do have here Keynotes here, which is Merkstave, and Keynotes talks about when it's in that position, it talks about you not seeing it coming. You won't even recognize the signs that you see, or the any kinds of signs. You won't recognize them as announcing something, and you will genuinely be surprised. I do have Pairdrove. Pairdrove is in this position, Merkstave, for all intents and purposes, and that too tells you will not be prepared for what is coming. So it will feel like the ground right before your feet, right under your feet, will give way. You're going to feel as if there's an earthquake, there's a complete earthquake is happening to you, that you won't be able to control. Now, also, I have two other runes. One is Otala Merkstave, and that tells me that the actual key to what is going to happen is that there is no key, that you do not know, that you will not see coming, and there is no control. There's no control about this humongous period that is coming for you, the second half of March. I'm so excited. And then the last is Diag, and Diag talks about a karmic return. All right. This is very solemn and very important, Aries. Good. Let's relax if we can. Ladies and gentlemen, Aries friends, I'm with you all the way. Namaste. And share my videos if you enjoy them, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Bye-bye, Aries friends. Until we read together again. Bye-bye. Soon, very soon.